didn't know who to pick. So I picked Tabitha.
Okay.
Because like Tabitha the Talkative, because
because we're on a talk show. Because that's really. Oh my gosh! All right,
this is not related to
it is a personal attack, but that's
It is
fine.
not.
She's a guest on my show, so I have to be very respectful.
It's not a personal attack. You are lovely listener.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So tell us about Tabitha.
Tabitha the Talkative. Tabitha always had something to say. She talked every minute of every day. She covered every subject possible, from the dramatic to the comical. At school, she constantly got in trouble for talking instead of solving puzzles. And while the teacher gave the instructions, no one liked the constant interruptions. So you don't do that. Tabitha always had something to share, a funny joke that she knew from somewhere, or sometimes a story that she had heard. Often the things she said were quite absurd. Last week, she told an unbelievable story about a talking horse who lives in the quarry. Then she polled all the children in the room if they thought that yetis were just people in costumes. There was no pattern to the chatter she'd transmit. If Tabitha had a thought, she shared it. That's it. Then, not because of a specific incident, her chatter became labeled as an irritant. Tabitha's jokes during announcements would be shushed. When she interrupted others, she would be hushed. Tabitha was confused why her friends would now balk at everything she said anytime she would talk. One day at school, Tabitha was telling Bella about a new book she had bought, a novella. She could tell Bella wasn't really listening, just nodding and smiling. It felt quite distancing. Tabitha stopped talking and abruptly went mute. Then Bella looked up and said, "That story was cute." "You were not even listening," Tabitha fumed. "Why didn't you look up? I was talking to you." "I'm sorry," Bella said, "but you talk a whole lot, making it hard to tell what's important or not. I'm sorry for not listening intently. I was just trying to be polite and friendly." Bella continued, "It's just a person can only listen to so much. And people seem to share the opinion that you only talk and never listen. No one likes to feel that they are not heard, and you really chat away undeterred. I think everyone would be less peeved, and you would likely be better received if you started listening to others. Your constant talking makes us feel smothered." Tabitha was upset, but told Bella she'd try. "I don't listen to my friends." She felt mortified. The next day, for every story Tabitha told, she held her tongue and listened to others threefold. She learned so much about her friends that day. That month, Yuna's dog had run away, and that Noah helped Ava clean her room, and that Lena's mom's garden was in bloom. Tabitha realized listening wasn't a chore. She felt closer to her friends than ever before. That day, Tabitha thanked Bella for being brave and not brushing her off with a nod and a wave. While her absurd stories would never stop to shock, she knew she needed to listen, not just to talk.